So Jimmy, your thoughts after today's impressive 3-0 win at the end of the game?
Good to bounce back. I think it's been tough. I've been tough on the boys. We've had a good point away at Tiverton and then not followed it up in the 3 games. All right, we got a point against Beaconsfield, but we had 2 pretty bad losses on a trot against Gosport and then Tuesday night away at Kings Langley. So to bounce back like we did, I looked for a reaction from the lads, and they'd certainly given me today.
Sometimes it seemed like a bit of a scrap today.
Yeah, I mean, you're out there, the elements, it's windy, it's all right, the surface is good, but you still got the rain coming sideways sometimes and the wind, and that's, I want the boys to battle a little bit harder because the last 2 games weren't good enough. I made some critical decisions today. Left one experienced player out of the squad altogether in Sean Bonnet-Johnson, and then actually brought young lad Ricardo Alexander Greenway and gave him his first start. It could have gone either way, but I think he epitomised what I wanted out there, and his work rate, and he ratted around, he won the ball back and played simple, and I'm really pleased for him because he was the catalyst for us today, I thought.
There are a lot of plaudits on the sidelines about the performance of Bailey Brown today. Bailey's
done well again, yeah. I mean, he's a young lad. Sometimes you underestimate how young these boys are. I think the average age of the squad's down about 22, 23, and that's with 19-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 21-year-olds, and Bailey's in that bracket. He's got a lot of stuff to learn. He's got to get better at certain things, but today again, I thought he won the ball back. He won some really vital headers for us, and he looked strong, and I'm pleased for him because I had to make a decision today, and he was in my thoughts of whether I could maybe move him out and bring somebody in. So it's good that they've all been and done the performance today, and the lads on the bench are now fighting to get back into the starting lineup, and that's the way I want to be.
And Shaq's making a habit of these goals.
Yeah, Shaq's got a good record since he's been here. I mean, I think he's nearly 1 in 2 or 1 in 1. He's done superb, and some of them are spectacular. But again, I've asked him to do a job for me today on the right. He wants to be in a 10, but sometimes in a formation we have to decide on, and he was out on the right wing to start with, and he gave us a lot defensively. He worked hard and helped out Howie Holden first half, and then when the game opens up, if he finds little pockets like that, he's dangerous, and he can do that. And I mean, it's a great individual goal from him, but I was really pleased with the way we scored our second, with some great interplay, some great movement. Matty Harriott, the new centre mid, making a run off the line, and Cole coming in at the back stick and scoring, and it was a real good passage of play, and I'm pleased that we managed to do that because we have been working on little routines and trying to keep the ball a little bit better in training, so we're pleased for that one as well.
Any news on Connor Calcutt, who came off? Was he injured?
Yeah, he was injured. He's got a bit of a sore back, but he's carrying a bit of a sore back for the last 2 or 3 games, to be fair. But he's a manual worker, a bit like myself when I played, and sometimes you get a little bit tight through the back. I mean, the physio looked at him. Nothing that's going to keep him out. I wouldn't have thought we've got a week's rest now, so I'm sure that he'll probably do a little bit Tuesday, Monday night, Thursday probably a light session, and he should be in contention for next Saturday away at Basingstoke.
So last, as you move coming to obviously the busy Christmas period, do you and the coaching team set goals over certain periods of the season?
Well, you'd like to, but the way we came in, the first goal was to try and get some staff and some players, so I think we've achieved that. The second goal, I don't really want to go to public with it. We know what we want to do inside the dressing room, and we're working hard to achieve that on and off the pitch. The board have been good with me, and they've backed me with certain players that I want to try and bring in. There's certain things we want to try and get better at, and today we restructured a little bit with the warm-up. We got here earlier before the game, make sure that the lads could get the rubs and strap-ins. We've got a physio on board now that's going to be here for the season, so that's another sort of goal that we've managed to achieve with Daz, the secretary, working really hard behind the scenes to get that sorted. So yeah, we're in a good position, but it's still early days, and we ain't going to get carried away, and we've got a nice week to rest up now, get some players wrapped up in cotton wool. I'm hoping to maybe get a friendly on Monday night to have a look at a few trialists that I've had training with me for the last 2 weeks, and then we go to Basingstoke next week, which is going to be another tough game, but we're in the mix at the minute, and we want to stay there, so that's a good positive for us.
Jimmy, thank you.
Cheers.